Hello my friends, how you all doing? That was a very strange, the way that jumped over then, that was really weird. How are we all on this very fine Thursday afternoon? Nightclub, how are you doing buddy? KB Mot 6, I'm not quite sure what you mean. I'm okay, I'm good, I hope you're well as well, but using your into at you, not sure. TTV Just Joe, how are you? But yeah, welcome everybody to the chat. I'm just going to get myself comfortable. Today is Thursday, which means only one thing: Planet Zoo, 3 hours, my mush, your interaction, and Jamii Conservation Park, my friends. I've already loaded it up to save us the pain of sitting here for 10 minutes or whatever it is each and every time. I'm not sure what we're going to do. I'm going to be honest with you. In today's stream, I want to let the chat fill up a little bit. I know takes people a little bit of time. Obviously, once the notifications go out, people have probably got a bit of a weird notification anyway saying I'm playing Football Manager. Well, I'm not. I'm playing this, and it's just because I keep changing things. Oh, no problems. How you doing, Chris? Doug, how are you doing, buddy? But yeah, how is everybody doing? Hope you're all well. But yeah, I'm not sure what we're going to do today. I'm going to talk to you guys about what we could potentially do. Dan Austin, how are you? Afternoon. And we'll just go from there. I do have some things to talk about anyway. Stuff I've been up to in JCP. I don't think I've done enough to warrant an episode on Sunday. But I want to put an episode out on Sunday. So I'm going to have to try and come up with something in the next day or two. But yeah, I want to talk to you about a few things I've done to the map. A little bit of editing here and there. I have started putting some planning in place for some other areas. And I want to talk to you a lot today about transportation around the zoo and how we're going to get around it. I think that's a big problem as to why guests couldn't get to the wolves and the bears. And I think we're just going to have to address a few issues, basically, where the map's concerned and where the zoo's concerned. But yeah, like I say, I'm going to give it a little while. I'm going to give people, 5 minutes or so. We'll give it till 4. We'll give it 5 minutes. Give people a chance to see that I am live. But I'm not. I'm an idiot. I should have changed that notification because people are going to think I'm playing Football Manager, and I'm not. But how is everyone doing anyway in the chat? How's your day going? All good in the hood, I hope. Yep, I did send that out. Okay, so people have got double notifications. Hopefully they take more notice of the Twitter and Discord ones than they do the Twitch one. Okay, let's close the Discord down. Lovely job. And then yeah, we'll jump in a minute. But yeah, it is for the foreseeable, for anyone that hasn't seen any of the stuff, the updates and whatnot, for the foreseeable, Monday, Tuesday and Thursday are now Planet Zoo days. Mondays and Thursdays are JCP, and Tuesdays are a brand new zoo that we were working on the other day. That and potentially some other projects that we'll do from time to time. Not a problem, Lexi. Not a problem at all. I know, obviously, when I go a bit earlier, it's close to when people are waking up in certain parts of the world, so it's all good. Don't worry about it. But yeah, that's basically what we're doing, gang. Anyway, let's jump in. There we go. That's how the transition's supposed to work, everybody. Let's jump on in to JCP and basically do a little chit chat about a few things. Now, you will notice down here, this seems quite open. Now, there used to be a bank very similar to this of squares that went down here. Now, basically what I've been trying to do recently is has it been started for 9 months? Wow, Jesus. No worries, Dan. What was I saying? Yeah, there used to be a bank of squares down here, squares and rectangles down this bit here. Now, what I've been trying to do recently is I've been trying to map out. I've been trying to map out like a perimeter for the zoo, basically, and I don't really want the zoo to go any further than this line here, if I can help it, because the way I see things is that there would be like a main road here, because you will remember I said this is a road that's going to branch off here, and it's actually going to come to a point where it's just going to finish up here, and it will come back on itself and go out this way. This is like an off road that the zoo belongs on, and the main road was going to be along here, and I think like right towards the end I will put that road in. But yeah, basically I want to use this line here as a perimeter for the zoo. So I deleted those squares out because they're not going to be needed. Now obviously I need to kind of come to a conclusion on where the perimeter this side's going to be, and potentially even at the top. Now I can't really do that because we are still working mainly over this way now. I think anything that gets put this side is probably, this square here might get rid of and finish off the parking, because I want to put a coach stop, coach parking over here as well, so I might do that and get that put in, and then I would imagine that the rest of this stuff, all these squares and stuff here, are going to be staff buildings, zoological centres, animal hospitals, admin offices, all this sort of stuff. I can imagine it's going to be all over here. Now I'm going to throw it out there, I'm not going to be detailing the insides of the majority of those buildings. The animal hospital I will, because I think that needs to be, but things like the admin buildings and that, I think they'll just be like facades that we put up just to kind of fill in the space and whatnot. But a job I might do like in my own time is I might, delete this big square out and put parking in there. I think that's probably the wisest thing to do there. And then, we can then start getting a perimeter fence and things like that in. So yeah, I think this side, there's not going to be much more over here, not unless this kind of like branched off this way and then came back on itself. I can't really see much happening. Obviously Africa, we've got these beginnings of Africa over here, and that's going to kind of go off in this direction, so I'd imagine sort of Africa's going to end up in here. It's going to be the biggest section. If we do like a safari ride, I don't like calling it that, but if we did like a safari thing, it would be over here. But my thing is, rather than having like trucks and stuff go through the safari, I would prefer to do like a train that kind of just goes past on like the edge of it, so you get a glimpse into some of the animals and whatnot using the travel ride. But yeah, that's going to be over here. So yeah, I'm just trying to like get a feel for where the perimeter of the zoo is going to be, basically, at the moment. I kind of have this feeling that this road will come kind of up and we'll kind of loop it back on itself, and then we'll start being able to put in like the perimeter fence here. So then I would imagine like all these squares down here, most of them ain't going to get used. So that's probably going to get filled in with things like trees and roads and buildings and stuff like that. So these are all like the little jobs that are going to come right at the end, but I do need to start planning them now, basically. And I just kind of wanted your feelings on it. Are you cool with me getting rid of those squares and rectangles for the reasons? It would be cool, Chris, but lots of people were at the beginning. Like it has to be offered up to the community, obviously, because lots of people at the beginning were against a safari ride. They didn't really want anything going through the habitat. They wanted something to kind of like go by it, like travel ride kind of thing. So it will obviously be offered up to the community. But what I would say, Chris, is like on an episode, whether it be Sundays or one in the future, make sure you write that comment that you would like to see it happen and blah 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 blah, because then I can offer it up on an episode and you can watch it back. Thank you for the follow, Bernardoni. Great name. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. But yeah, what I would say is obviously on that Sunday episode, Chris, make sure you make yourself heard. Basically, I tell everybody to do that on the Sunday episodes on YouTube. For anyone that's potentially sitting in on the stream and you're new and you're wondering what's happening, this is actually a weekly show, a weekly series that we do on the YouTube channel. You'll be able to find the links and stuff on my Twitch. And every Sunday we call it our Sunday session, where we round up what we've done in the week, and then we open up new parts of the map to then do the next project. All the builds and all the projects and everything that we do are all ideas and stuff put forward to me by you, the community. I am simply the master builder, if you want to give me the master title, I guess. But yeah, that's essentially what I am. So that's the first point of business I wanted to talk about. Second piece of business is I have been doing a little bit of work behind the scenes. I changed the Gemsbok habitat quite a lot, actually. It was quite a big change, believe it or not. It might not look it, but it is quite a big change. Now, obviously, when I first put the Gemsbok habitat in, you will remember that I did get it in the ear roll that there was way too much foliage in there. The Gemsbok would destroy it, they would eat it, and even the trees would scrape away the bark, probably kill off the trees and whatnot. So I went in, basically. I got rid of probably, I would say, 80% of the foliage. I got rid of that. I put tree protectors on all of the trees. I just built it out of wooden pieces, and then we put tree protectors on all the trees. Obviously we've got some stuff, like some nettles growing, because that would just happen. But then the foliage that I decided to keep was all along the front of the habitat and along this section here as well, where our guests can get a little bit of a glimpse in. Now, I left the foliage there, but what I've done is I've put this fencing up. Now, I understand that the Gemsbok probably could lean over and eat it, and whatnot, but it does protect the plants a bit more, and so they would be able to grow a bit more. We've carried on with the rocks and whatnot, but yeah, we kind of just put this in the habitat, and it's just a lot more, actually adds even more to the realism aspect of the habitat. Basically, I went a lot deeper with the sand and dirt and that sort of mix, because based on what I've been looking at, this is how a lot of Gemsbok habitats do actually look. With all its dirt and whatnot. So yeah, I kept that feel, I kept that look, and I think it turned out all right, actually. I think it looks really, really nice. So Gemsbok habitat has had a bit of an update. Sumna, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a lovely day. So I did that. That's one thing I did. What else have I been doing? Because I have actually been working away on loads of little bits and bobs. I've been doing the fascias on the tropical house, because I didn't realise that I hadn't done any of this. So I started getting all the guttering in, getting all the proper fascias in, filling in all these gaps and whatnot, getting all these bits and bobs on. There's no guttering up here because the water would run down off and in. So I started getting all that sort of stuff done. I haven't been able to do the back because I'm in an iron about what I'm going to do here. As you all would have known from Sunday's episode, I do want to delete this out and redo it, but I attempted to do that, and I encountered a problem where the Jaguar, for whatever reason, all of a sudden could walk through this wall, and they could use this as part of their habitat. It's very, very strange. I have no idea why it's done that and why it's doing that, but it was. So yeah, I need to find a way to get around that. What else have I been doing? Because I have been doing stuff. I have been doing a fair amount of bits and bobs. Oh, I started getting this in. I've moved this road along a little bit. We used to have the curve used to start here at this point, but I've moved it along so that we've got some space for parking vehicles. We'll probably fill all this in with foliage. We are actually, this path is going to go straight up this way, and there's going to be a bridge there. So this is actually going to go down. The cars don't move along this, so it's a lot easier to mess around with terrains and stuff, but it is going to go down under a bridge and then back up and join here. What else have I been doing? I've basically just been tampering with bits and bobs and just trying to, get it looking really pretty in places. Finished off the planting in this wild garden. Had a little fiddle with this. I made this crock pool a bit deeper. What else have I been doing? I've been doing loads, but it just doesn't look like I've been doing much. It's just one of those things. because it's not a lot of like major stuff, but it's just little details I've been cracking on with basically. But yeah, trying to get all this finished off. But yeah. Yeah, they messed with the traversable area on the sly again. My red pandas could suddenly access their roof after being permanently constrained. Yes, so I've had the same thing, Lexi, with the lemurs. So the lemurs couldn't access anything. You will remember when we built this that I had to leave this huge gap, didn't I? You see the big gap so that the lemurs couldn't touch the wood. But yeah, apparently now all of a sudden the lemurs can get up here. And they walk along there and get out. So yeah, it's a nightmare. So yeah, it's just I don't know. They keep the trouble I think Frontier have got is they fix one problem and then that one fix then leads to two breaks. So it's like a constant cycle for them, unfortunately. But yeah, that definitely needs patching. Yeah, that as well. Agreed. How's the reptile house, Croc? Yeah, fine. They're all right. To be fair, the game's not been playing, so they've not really been doing much because I've not been able to press play. But yeah, they're doing all right. They're pretty happy in here. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how the zoo is coming along. I'm going to be honest with you. Really, really happy. But I am going to have to move. I am probably going to have to move this on Sunday to make a bit of money. Which means I've got to let guests back in the zoo. I'm hoping we're not going to encounter too many problemos. So yeah, I'm not really sure what we're going to do today. There's lots of things that I want to do, but I don't really have the space to do them. So yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do today. Where will the Australia area go? I'm not sure, Sumna, to be honest with you. I would imagine it's going to be a dome. The Australian area is going to be a dome. This is like North America. Well, the thing is, we're not really calling this. We're calling this the Americas, aren't we? This part here. We are probably going to start working back on ourselves here. Fanrel, how are you? Welcome. Yeah, we're going to start working back on ourselves this way. Africa's going to be down here. Africa's probably going to take up quite a bit of room down here. So we've got like the rivers of the world idea that's been floated around quite a bit. And I'm feeling like that should really go in the middle. But the dome, I would imagine the Australia dome is going to be up here somewhere. Like at the end of the day, guys, we haven't got to put every single animal that the games offers in this zoo. I've made no secret of my want to do season 2 of the community zoo. Jamii Conservation Park is season 1. We're in chapter 3. On Sunday, I will reveal we're probably going to be moving on into chapter 4, though. And eventually we will come to the end of this. And I want to do a season 2. I want to do another community zoo where you guys get your ideas in. You get me the narrative. You tell me the animals. And basically we go from there. So don't feel like we've got to put every single animal, what is it, like 100 animals or whatever. Don't feel like we've got to put every single species into this zoo. I don't want you to feel like that. Just put the right species in the right place. The seals and water habitats could be great. They could, but unfortunately I don't like working with them at the moment. They're so buggy. They're really buggy. I've been trying to do a seal habitat as like a one-off for you guys as one of my workshop build series, and just doesn't work how it's supposed to at the minute, in my opinion. It's very janky, but we will get them in the zoo. Just not sure where we'll get them in the zoo. But yeah, that's the plan. But I am we're at a point now with the project where the grid's great. The grid is great, but I need to start marking in squares where I think stuff's going to go. Hi Chewy, how are you? So that I can start to get an idea when zones are opened, what I'm going to do next. Because yeah, we're kind of at that point now. Now, an idea I do want to float with you guys today is that of transport. Yeah, very well, thank you, Chewy. We need to put some form of transport in this zoo. Now I know a lot of zoos do like little train rides, especially UK. This is in the UK, right? So lots of zoos in the UK offer little trains that like go to one point and back again. And they're not so much transport, but they're like a way for guests to see the animals in a different way. Now, I've been trying to think about where I could put the train in. Where would it be best? So that it could serve as transport, but as a sort of semi-ride type thing as well, like a lot of the UK zoos do. Now, there's no way we can put anything over here because of car parks and staff areas and stuff like that. So it's got to be over this side. Now, a bit of me thought about putting it in here because obviously we're going to come across this way. And then we are going to come off into this area. A lot of this is going to be all like, there's going to be like walls and stuff so you can't see the backstage. But I am going to put something in here. And so I was thinking about putting the transport right there. But then it's so close to that and you've had to walk quite a way to get to it. It kind of doesn't, it's not really necessary. So I'm thinking that we put it here. In this spot here. We could just continue these fences along and we could put it in this spot here. We're going to be having a bridge go across and I think it might be cool to have the train tracks on the same bridge, like on that side. And we could have it go up out of here and we could have it go out this way, and I want it to just touch the edge of the big exhibit that we're going to do that's going to have like the zebras and the giraffes and a few species in it. I just want it to touch the edge. So it will bend around a corner, be heavily treed up on either side, but it will bend around this corner, it will come out into an opening and you'll be able to look into that habitat. And then it will come back and it will round back on itself and then finish up here somewhere, is what I'm thinking. And it will finish up there basically. But we definitely need to kind of, I feel like I need to put that in place before I build these habitats, because the habitat's going to have to be built around it and whatnot. But because of this here, I can't really do much at the minute because of the area that we're in, unfortunately. Yeah, the trouble is, I can't really colour code anything because as much as I might want it to go there, someone else might suggest something in the community and people like it enough to say, no, I don't really want that to happen. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a new car park going in here. Yeah, but Chris, all of the series that are going to be happening on the channel are going to be happening like in the future, and you know, like I would rather concentrate on getting this series finished before I start big new series anyway. So I won't worry about that too much. I can't, unfortunately, Nightclub, I can't open the new zone on stream right now because it takes quite a while to actually move the game through. 10 years, believe it or not. So I can't. But what I am going to do though, Nightclub, I'm going to offer that on Sunday's episode. I've already decided I'm going to offer, and I'm going to offer up like 2 zones, and they're going to be big, like very big zones. You know, like I'm thinking about offering up, like literally, see all of that there. I'm thinking about offering all of it up. So and the reason I'm going to do this is not because I want to get this zoo finished, but because of the issues that we've got with the guests in the zoo. I have to empty the zoo out, And I don't want to have to keep, you know, just offering up these really small zones, doing a small amount of work, and then emptying the zoo and then opening it again to let the guests in and keep doing that. I'd rather empty it out, do loads of work, and then let the guests back in. So I'm going to be offering up a couple of very big zones on Sunday. And that's a good spot. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Lexi. I feel like this is quite a nice spot, actually. There's space here. It also gives me the ability to like finish this off, like get this like fence across or whatever, and get this this area finished off. And then, like I say, I think the train tracks running alongside the path might be quite nice. You know, guests get to see the train go by. I think that might be quite cool. Oh, by the way, I put loads of junk in here. I know Nightclive, you said about putting the battery station in here, but it didn't work out because of the roads and the way they run. So what I'm going to do, buddy, I've not ignored that idea. I might put the battery station over here, or like back here, for the charging station for the cars that you were talking about. I might put it because it makes more sense because it's on the road. This over here, it didn't make sense. So I just put loads of junk in there, basically. Just to give this area a bit of life. Very similar to what we did over at the Flamingos, if you remember rightly. We've got that little bit there where there's loads of junk just been thrown in. So yeah, I just did that. But yeah, I think this might be a good spot for the travel. But yeah, it is quite difficult at the minute. It is quite difficult to decide, what do I do? Because I don't know about pathways, and I don't know, you know. I don't know what people want to see. Like for instance, if I offered you guys now the chance on stream, if I offered you guys the chance to open up a zone, what would you open up? That's a good way of doing it. If you were going to open up part of this zoo, where would you open it? Would you open this section here, get rid of all this here, so we could work over here, or would you get rid of this here so we could do an animal hospital? Or what would you open? That'd be quite interesting actually to find out. Well, the animals are your choice, Sumner. It's not so much what I want, it's your choice. There are loads on the waiting list. I think we've got ostriches, we've got warthogs, we've got gazelle, we've got the lions. We've got loads of animals on the waiting list that you guys have been suggesting. So you would all open up this bit here, basically, which I'm not against at all. I wouldn't mind working on Africa a bit. I'm gonna put an animal in here. Lexi would say the animal hospital. To be fair, the zoo is quite large. We've got lots of animals in it now. It's weird, isn't it being closed? But yeah, we've got 35 species at the zoo, and the only animal hospital thing we've got is in the staff centre. Or here's one. Here's something I might offer up. What if here we go, right? What if I don't know how many of you remember the last time I offered a zone. I think the zones I've got are this here, and it was this here, wasn't it? What if I unlock both? Because of the problems we've got with the zoo at the minute, with the guests. There's not problems with the zoo, but with the guests, because of the problems we've got. What if I open this here, I open this here. The two zones are open, so I can work on both bits. And I move the game forward 20 in-game years, which, as we know, is 10 years of the zoo. And we do that. So then I work on both. So then what that enables me to do is, I can just close the zoo again. We've got the money there. Close the zoo again. And then I've got stuff to work on. So then I don't have to offer you up zones every week. You just, on Sunday, I could just say, on the live stream, we unlocked the two zones, we moved it forward. I'm going to be working on this and this. Yeah, I agree with you, Lexi, on the hospital. I agree with you. I can't put unlimited money summoner because that defeats the object of the zoo. What I am doing though is I'm just keeping an eye on it, because it takes time for the guest to get back in and then the money to top up and go down and so on. I'm not going to skip forward in years. What I am going to do though, I'm gonna just, let me just save this as 27B, and then what I'm going to do, I'll delete those two zones out, and I can forward it on in time when the stream is finished, because honestly guys, we'd be sitting here all day if I was to fast forward, because I've got to let the guests back in. But I'll do this is I will get rid of did I press it? That took some time. Yeah, let's get rid of this bit here then, because I am pretty sure this was the zone. Because the good thing about this is I can get that bridge in, I can get the road all sorted. We can actually like really crack on with some stuff. So that's that. Get that out. Out. So we are opening up quite a bit of zoo here, to be fair. But we do need to start finding ways around our problems at the minute. Let's just put that piece back. There we go, lovely. Right, so that's the Africa zone opened. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of space there to work with, believe it or not. Are you going to make an area for more African jungle animals like gorilla, pygmy, hippos, okapi, and so on? I am. The plan is to have that sort of come off. So I want the African area. What I'd like with the African area is I'd like the more safari-esque stuff, you know, like the savannah type animals and that sort of thing. The plains, you know, the more wild plains animals. I'd like those to be the majority of Africa, but I want a piece that's going to come off, a piece of road that's going to come off, and it's going to loop back around on itself. We're going to do like nice tropical sort of African animals. We could even potentially have that little branch off here, so the tropical animals could be around this area, and then the more sort of open plain stuff could be over here. That might be a good idea to do, but obviously that's up to you guys. Bryn, how are you? Good to see you here, buddy. And perhaps Leo soon. Yep, definitely. I've not forgotten about Leo Fannerl. But yeah, I just think this might be the best way around the current issues that we've got. And you know, at the end of the day, I've then got free reign to just crack on and get bits done as well. You know, rather than constantly umming and ahhing about what I'm going to do next. I've noticed over here, there's actually, when I deleted all of those, bits out, there were a few squares that were like completely doubled up. Oh, look there, you can see that when that changed. It shouldn't really do that. Just means I must have created a few overlaps on the grid by mistake. This in itself's a bit of a task, gang. Just getting rid of the... Hey, look, can you see that? That's doubled up, that line. I just deleted that out. Very weird. The grid wasn't perfect. Oh, and again. Right. That is and that, oh, just this one more. This square here. Boom. Right. Okay. So I think this is this is easy enough for me to explain on Sunday, guys. I'm sure people will be cool with it, because they were going to be the next two zones that were offered on Sunday anyway, so I think it makes sense. Kim, how are you? Welcome. No problems, Night Clive. Thanks for stopping by for a little bit anyway, buddy. I appreciate it. Tropical House 2.0. No, we're not doing another Tropical House, okay? That one was painful enough. That's a good point, actually, Fanerol. You're having the best day, Kim. Why are you having the best day? Well, Sunday's episode now, Sumna, could be anything. To be fair, now that I've deleted those two, zones, I'm not sure. It might be the animal hospital, or it might be something in Africa. I'm really not sure. The one thing I am going to do today, it might be really, really boring to a lot of you, but I'm going to get this bridge in. I'm going to get that bridge in, so it's done. Ah, yes. That makes sense, Kim. I can't blame you. So yeah, I definitely want to get that sorted out, and then we've got the animal hospital and stuff that's going to go in there. Believe it or not, the animal hospital is going to take up probably majority of that space, because we're going to have like little quarantine units out the back and stuff like that. So it's going to take up quite a lot of room. But yeah, I'm not sure what you'll get Sunday. So I think I'm going to add a train. Chewy. I'm going to add the station along here, and the track's going to go over the road. Whether or not I have to pull this out a bit more, I'm not sure, because of the train. Let me just have a look at that. I've never used them, by the way. I've never used these, so I don't know like how big they are. Obviously, this is backstage in here, so we got to be careful about the way we go about it. Nice to see that bit of path there isn't straight. But yeah, it'll probably go in there, and then we'll run that track alongside the pathway. So we'll make a bridge. So we're gonna have to drop the ground down here quite a bit, and then we'll take that road down and join it up there. I'll probably have to put this in and then turn it off and then design the station and whatnot, and then once this is all opened up, then we're able to put the track in. But I will probably have to place it because I'm going to have to design the station and stuff. Yeah, I'm going to have to learn how to work all that stuff as well. But yeah, I'll probably put that in there. Well, that's why I'm using the train, Kim. We always use trains in British zoos, don't we, for some reason? So yeah, we actually have a lot of space to work with now, which is nice. So like I say, what I'm gonna do now is we can start doing some work. I'll just save this because what I want is I want different save points. So 27.1 B, just so I know I've got the different save points. So we'll save this. So yeah, we can start doing some work now and stuff, which is good. I'm glad because I've got, we've still got like 2.5 hours of today's stream, and I really want to work on some stuff today because I'm really inspired where Jamii's concerned at the minute. And then yeah, like I say, we can work on some stuff. We've got enough money in the bank to be able to work, so it's really not a problem. And then when the stream's finished, what I'll do is I'll save it, close the game, open it, make sure the save worked. If it did, then I'll open the zoo up. I'll let the guests in for 20 in-game years to let the money roll in. Then I'll close the zoo. I'll make a note of how much money there was, make sure that money's there, and then we'll go from there. No, I haven't got any ideas at all, Bryn. So if you've got any ideas, then feel free, buddy, to like throw some pictures and stuff my way. I have no idea. It's not really my job. You guys are supposed to be giving me ideas. But yeah, if you've got any ideas, gang, I would very much appreciate it. So anyway, let's get this piece of land taken down. And let's get this piece of path. Carrying on. So let's just take it up to there. And what I'm going to do, just so I know what I'm dealing with, take that to there, and then we just put, because this is probably where the hole's going to be, is about there, so we'll take that to there. Right, take that path back one. Now I need to know how deep I got to go for this to be realistic. Kim, do you know what? I'm trying to work smarter with Planet Zoo these days. Me and Lexi had a chat about it a while back, and we were both saying that like you just got to work smart with this game sometimes. Yeah, see, we need to incorporate all of that, Chris, because it's got to be real. It's got to be a realistic representation of an animal hospital. So yeah, we need to make sure we do all of that. Height. How far down do I want to go? Sure, what's 8 meters is quite deep, isn't it? Like, obviously I know this is wider than it needs to be. I'm not sure the giraffes will have to come this way, Lexi, to be honest, but they might. So that's actually a good thing that you've brought that up. This is more North America, and it's probably going to be more the tropical. Because like my big thing is that I want a road that comes off that joins to the end of this one that's going to be here, like an staff access road only over this way. And that would probably be more for the giraffe, but it is a good thing to think about. I might make this 10 meters. I might make this 10 meters, this one. I'm not sure it needs to be much more like because otherwise we're getting into the realms where it's going to be mental deep. Like 16 meters. 16 meters is very, very deep for a bridge to just go over here. And you've got to think about getting the road down and out. So I think I might just go 10 meters deep here. And we can have a different access road for the larger animals. Because they're all going to be in their own sort of area of the zoo anyway. Sort of land of the giants-esque type thing, aren't they? Yeah, that's a fair point. I'm going to throw it out there now. This bridge is going to be a pain to make. Yeah, we're going to have to back this up a bit. I didn't want the bridge to have to go up. I wanted to go under, but I realised this is going to be more of a problem than I first thought. Okay, let's just put a bit of road in to represent the road. Definitely going to have to go back a bit more on this side. Because really, terrain. There we go. That should be about right there. Doesn't matter, I'm going to clean all these edges up and everything anyway. About there. Oh, that's deeper, isn't it? How is that deeper? Look, I hate terrain work so much. I just want to throw that out there, gang. I want you all to know how much I hate terrain work. But it is entirely necessary just to add a different dimension. Yeah, what Lexi said. It's basically we've got to add a network for our cars, basically, for staff getting in and out. Where's that going to come out? About there. Okay. Like, I've made this a lot wider than it needs to be, but I can sort all that out. Well, that's not perfect, but it's better than it could have been. Is it perfect? No. Can it be better? Yes. I'm just trying to get a general feel for how I want it to look at the minute. Okay. My only issue is that that would need to be smoother than that, but I could probably do that in a minute. Try and smoothen that out. But I just want to get the general structure in place more than anything at the beginning. Now this is going to be an issue because he's going to have to turn. Right, that bit there. So at times like this, I wish I just went up and over. Ah, Emily. I can hear Emily crying away in the background. She's teething at the moment, so it's a lot of fun. You're not cooking? Are you okay, Fanaral? You're always cooking. You're always cooking up a storm. Yeah, the X tour has become my friend Fanor. For sure. And yeah, I really hope that is the case, Lexi, with regards to the terrain tool, because it's probably my weakest part of Planet Zoo is that terrain tool for sure. Right now, I'll be honest, I don't like this. I don't like how sharp it is. But it's for aesthetics more than anything, so I think I can let it go. Have I got any blueprints? Oh, didn't mean to do that. Have I got any blueprints that I can use just to kind of see what this spacing's like? Trailer. Okay, so that trailer would go under. Alright. Blueprint failed? Oh, that was weird. The coach would go under alright by the looks of things as well. I'm happy with that gap. So we can work from here now, basically. Now, because of the angle of this bridge, I know I've made work for myself here. I kind of wanted these angled, like, concrete supports. And then I kind of wanted to do this, like, wall design. And we can just cover these sides up with some fake pavement so that people could still walk down here if they needed to. Yeah. Oh, God. I have to concentrate on making sure that it doesn't do this, by the way, because it slows the game down massively. So I do always have to go back over these pieces. Overlap. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, I kind of have an idea in mind what I want to do. So the guests obviously would be able to see either side. I'm not sure how to disguise that, to be honest with you, Lexi. If you've got any ideas, and feel free. When I did the bridge in Highlands, I just made the walls higher. I made the walls high enough that they couldn't see over them, but it depends what style bridge we want to do. Do we want to go with something that's like really... Yeah, so I had one or two ideas. I either had an idea where we go over there and we just kind of like put a tunnel. No, I'm not live on YouTube, Kate. I don't go live on YouTube anymore, Bubs. You can't get Twitch on the telly. If you want, Kate, you can pop up and get the iPad. Got Twitch on the iPad if you wanted to pop up and get it. Yeah, so sorry, my ideas. Sorry, gang. Yeah, the idea, sorry, Lexi, the idea was to either do these like nice concrete supports and have this all quite open, but I'm going to be honest, your idea sounds a lot better because you could make a concrete tunnel and then put mulch over the top, like you say. Um, and then you could decorate it, couldn't you? And then you could just put some walls so that it is a bridge, and you could just put some like nice low walls either side, with some walls at the end. I don't think I'd come out too far with the tunnel because you got to think about the vehicle coming to the bottom there. Um, but maybe we could come out. Actually, let's see if we can space this. So if I get the mulch. Oh my god, I'll select the right one in a minute. Let's go with this. This is like the widest one. Yeah, no worries. It's alright. But no, that's a good idea. You could do the mulch either side. And then yeah, plants, whatever, that disguise it to some extent. I was going to plant up like all along the edges and that anyway. And build these like concrete walls on the sides so that it is a bit more like support. And then put like fake pavement in either side anyway. Weren't going to use concrete here. I was going to change the colour. Yeah, I kind of have an idea of what I want to do. It's all about just disguising all the ugliness more than anything. I probably will have a staff gate up here actually for the staff to like walk in and out of. So I'm going to take this all the way up to about there because that would be the edge. And take that to there. Now my other thing as well, gang, was that I was going to have a piece that come off here. So it's going to come off and go this way. And I'm actually thinking about putting like a habitat in this gap here. So we'd have the path come off and go around this way just to use this space. Otherwise this is going to end up as dead empty space. There's not going to be much here. I did think about the hyenas potentially because we've got the wild dog house here, and it might be nice to build like another housing unit like that. I just need to get station with right. A feel for where the track's gonna go. Oh my god. Oh, wrong one. Need to come in a bit straighter there, I think. It's just so I can get an idea if I've got enough leeway, and I think I have. I think that should be fine. Probably gonna have to come in straighter though. Unless I put it there and we go, no, that ain't gonna work. Ah, thank you. I will have a look now. Oh, thanks Bryn as well. If you're still here, Bryn, thank you for those pictures, buddy. Appreciated. Right, yeah, I like that. That's a good idea, Lexi, the way you've done it. Yeah, I think we'll go with something like that, actually. Because I don't think that'd be too time consuming either. But yeah, I just need to get a feel for where this track's going to be. I know that that won't be like bang on the road like that, but just to get a feel. For where it will go. Can you take these supports off? Okay, that's cool. I know I got enough space, so that's the main thing. I got enough space. Okie dokie dokie dokie. A bit of me wants to straighten the bridge up, but a bit of me doesn't because I quite like the angle. But I know if I straightened the bridge, it would make it a lot easier for me to work with. But I'll get around it. Right, I'm going to use plaster to build the initial bridge. And then they go away when you place path. Right, okay, that's good to know. Because it doesn't matter if I place path and I sink it under some stuff there. Because this is just literally, this is just for aesthetics. We're not actually going to use this. That's right, so I need a piece. Bless me. Apologies for that game. That crept up on me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, that really crept up on me, that. Right, so let's actually crack on with some building, shall we? About the same? No. I want it to be the same. About the same either side. Right, okay. Lovely. And then I'm not going to worry too much about the colour just yet, because this is more just the base that I'm building for our bridge. We'll have a space for the track. I might actually have to put the track in there. Just so I know how much room I'm playing with. Would that be wide enough? I feel like that would be wide enough, wouldn't it? Not a problem, Fanarol. Enjoy your dinner. And we may see you a bit later. Just go away for now. Right. Oh, none of this is on a group. I'm going to have to put this on a group. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? You know what, you try to prevent clipping as much as possible, and then these pieces just don't fill the gaps. Emily is not a happy baby downstairs right now. Oh dear, that sneeze has really done me. Oh. She's okay. Are you sure? I can hear her over my headphones, Kate. Oh, right. I thought I could hear her crying. I don't know why. It must just be the headphones. Muffled. Weird muffled noise. I hope you guys can sort of see the idea I'm going for. It's really hard to like explain it, to be honest with you. Oh, okay. That's the one we want. Oh, you know what? It's essentially that piece, isn't it? But yeah, I've got to use lots of like materials now to try to disguise all of this like ugly landscape and that. So I'm just trying to get a feel for like how I'm going to go about it. I feel like that angle's quite nice, and then we'll go straight and we can put a fake pathway in. I might put it so it looks like a piece of path runs down there, but we'll also put some steps. I think that might be quite cool. I quite like the angles. We'll angle it further at the bottom. But yeah, it's just, we'll let it come together organically for a change. I plan these things out so much all the time, and sometimes it's nice to just let things come together, you know. I think what we'll do is we'll put another piece along there to cover that up, and then we'll actually put plants, some mulch and stuff. Here we can't, because we're going to have the train track. We're going to actually have the train track come across that one. But the other side, we can go with the idea that Lexi said about the mulch and that. So that's decent. I know what I'm doing. Let's get those access steps in. And this is where Lexi falls out with me, because I'm going to use loads of pieces to create the steps. See, if you make the steps like that, they just make the nicest steps, in my opinion. That's pretty close, isn't it? That's pretty close. So let's just drop that ever so slightly. Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it, Lexi? You just have to roll with it sometimes. Right, that to there. Of course, that was going to happen. I might just have to use a smaller piece. I didn't want to, but I might just have to. Be fair, the pavement would be higher than the road a little bit anyway. The biggest piece makes the most sense, but it's going to interfere with the steps, so we're just going to end up with more pieces than we need to. It is what it is, unless I put like a wall down the middle. Right. I really hope this makes sense eventually. I really, really do, gang. That first piece has to be at the angle. Is that the right card? Do you know what? I don't know why I'm making this so hard for myself. Yeah, that's why I was going to use the road, because you can get it straight. Ugh. What is going on here? Do you know what? Do it the way you were going to do it, Dan. Oh. Oh, the plan is, by the way, is I'm going to cover these in some sort of stone. to make it look pretty good. It won't be like this exposed like concrete that it looks like now. It will change quite a lot. That's not how I want it. Yeah, that's not how I want it. I know I've just wasted a bit of time there, but I'm not happy with it, so I'm just going to delete it. I'm going to leave that piece at the top though. That's sort of the height I do actually want that there. I might just go with a wall down this side and have the path down the other side. And we'll fill that in, I think. That might look better. Yeah, let's just leave that as it is for now then. I wish there was a quicker way of doing this, gonna be honest with you. It's going to take some time to get them steps down there, isn't it? Well, yeah, I got to think of a way to. I got to think of a way to explain all this on Sunday. Four steps at a time, I think. Sod having to walk down. All I'm gonna say. Yeah, it's gonna go. It's gonna go along those lines, isn't it, Lexi? To be fair. The only thing I worry about when I make such drastic like decisions in a stream is like the people that don't watch the streams like miss out. That's the only thing I really worry about. And I obviously I want everyone to feel included in the series always, all the time. Right, so this side, we're going to put a guardrail up. We're going to put guardrail up. And then on that guardrail on here, I'm going to put ivy. But people won't see much anyway, because there's going to be fence. There's going to be a wall. Or a fence or something. So, I think we'll be able to disguise it well enough. Right. There's always that one angle that I can't work with. A lot of switching, isn't there, at the minute? Apologies if it's making you feel a bit dizzy. This is probably going to follow up, keep going on, but I need to be able to cover all that up. Right, let's go to there. That's weird. Oh, it's grass. I thought it was the concrete then. It was causing like a weird lip, but it's not, it's the grass. So let's sort that out. Okay, lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah, so basically this Bryn, this is coming from like this is like a big, quite a big deal, this one. This goes out onto the road. It actually goes out onto the road, so this is going to be one for like animals in and out. But yeah, this actually goes up, down. That's the anteater house, and then up here, as you can see, this is where like the bears and the wolves are. There are going to be other animals. There's, you know, you got your wild dogs there. We're actually going to put an exhibit in here as well. And this access road is going to continue anyway. Like, it's going to continue up and probably loop. It's going to loop this way because eventually this one here is going to come up and loop. And there'll be like a network. There'll be like a behind-the-scenes network. And a lot of zoos actually employ this tactic. So yeah, that's why I'm trying to do it. But obviously, I'm trying to disguise all the ugliness, but trying to make it look relatively realistic at the same time. Now, I know like all the steps, and it might look a bit big and it might look a bit janky, but honestly, I have full faith that once I start putting in a bit of planting and some walls and fences, and I get the training and stuff like that, I think it will disguise it quite nicely. So yeah, I'm okay with it at the moment. It's just lots of plaster at the minute. But I think it will come together. Because I am going to try to disguise the plaster. I'm going to try and put like something over the top, but I'm going to throw it out there now. If the piece count's out of control with what I want to do, then I won't do it, and I'll just go with this plaster design instead. We'll see about that, if I leave that like that. Because we will have to put railings along there and along there for safety. Because even though it won't be guest facing, because like I keep saying, there's going to be a fence that's going to run or a wall or something, you'll still need that safety there. So that will definitely be the case. It might seem a bit of a weird place to put the train, like, because it is quite tight, but I think we can make it work. Because this piece of fence can always come back this way to open up a bit more room. But yeah, it's going to be like the backstage area will all be interconnected eventually. That's the plan anyway. Let's just carry that piece on. Just so I know how much space I've got. Not a lot of room, but it is enough room. That's why I think I might take that like so at the bottom, and I might do the same the other side as well. Let's do that. Nice. I very much doubt I'm actually going to have the staff walk down here though. Very, very much doubt it. I'm considering putting a staff access point here and just having a staff path run up so it connects to the back there. Because we can put all these plants in and disguise that. I think that makes sense, but trying to make this work might give me more headaches than this bit here, to be honest with you. Right. Nice. If we just join that there, then I can go back to the concrete design. But I hope everyone's still enjoying JCP, you know, like, obviously I was a little bit worried where I hadn't been streaming and I hadn't really been doing the episodes how I originally did them, that you might have fallen out of love with it. And I really hope you're all still enjoying JCP. It is weird, isn't it, Brent? It is weird when you look back at where it all started and how far we've actually come. I do it myself a fair bit just because I like to make sure that I continue the Jamii theme, basically. See, I have to do it. I do it a fair bit myself. It's pretty crazy. It is pretty crazy when you look at it. And like you think about this, like what we're doing here, you know, who thought we would have been doing this when we started Jamii? But yeah, it's been a wild journey, everyone. Really, really has. But one I've absolutely loved every minute of. And it's why I want to do a season 2. You know, we are by no means anywhere near finished season 1. But it is why I want to do another, you know, Jamii-esque park eventually. Where you guys, you know, give me all the ideas, basically. And maybe in the second one, the people that play Planet Zoo, I might even get you to do some builds to be part of the project. I think that might be quite cool to do that. Yeah, it is a bit weird, isn't it, Lexi, that we have to do it, you know, with no guests, and we have to keep letting them in and out and opening up zones and. But that, my friends, is starting to look really, really nice. Do you know what? It's starting to look a bit better than I thought it was gonna. But I always do this. I start building stuff, and I'm like, "Ooh, does it look good? Is it gonna look okay?" Yeah, we've still got a little while left of today's stream. I reckon we could get quite a bit of this done, you know. Without rushing as well. Right, let's get that in there. Someone asked me the other day what I wanted next, like what DLC and stuff I wanted next, and I turned around and I said, I don't want a DLC. What I want is for the game to work. Because since that aquatic pack, as amazing as it is, since that aquatic pack, the game has been so broken. And it's very frustrating when the game doesn't work how you want it to, when you're building a big zoo like this. You know, like me and you were saying, Lexi, about the borders breaking, like your red pandas. I've got it with the lemurs. Like, that is annoying stuff when it happens. This is our Safe City Zoo idea. Season 2 we could do something like a wildlife sanctuary, or yeah, definitely. Obviously, the first episode is always the most important episode with these builds, because that's where the narrative's born, isn't it? Okay, that is coming along. Let's get in there. It's amazing how a huge, monstrous space like that can end up just disappearing, isn't it? It was really a really awful, ugly space, that was. Asriel, thank you for the follow, appreciated. Hope you're enjoying today's stream. I hope your stomach's all right. It's the strange first thing to ever say on someone's stream, but yeah, I hope it's all right. This is the bit that's going to be difficult, is this section here. Because of the angles I'm using, that's where I've complicated it a bit for myself, I think. I'm going till 7, Bryn, this evening, buddy. Yeah, going till 7. So another hour. I feel like I've got loads done, which is not something I say very often when it comes to this series and Planet Zoo, to be honest with you. Now, do appreciate that all this series is going to get filled in with like pathway and stuff like that, and we'll probably put lights and details and things like that down here. And I've got to do the same this side. But yeah, you kind of get a feel for what it's going to look like. The other side, so this side we've got the train track going through. The other side I'm going to do Lex's idea that she sent me, whereby I might do the same, I might do this again, like this side, but then there'll be a gap and we'll put some mulch and then we'll put a fence along the back, but we'll fill it with plants. I think it will look nice. I think when it's finished, it will look really, really nice. I'm quite excited about what this is going to look like. And it's weird because it's just a little bridge. That's just for a little bit of a service passage for our train. Weird, isn't it? Little things like that, and you get really excited about them. All right, let's get this in. The train is planning to be a loop or an up and return, Brim. I'm going to do it as like an up and return thing, I think. We don't really have the ability to do a loop because of where I'm putting the train, but the way the zoo's been designed as well. So I think the train's probably going to come up this way, kind of follow this path. It'll come up this way. And then I might actually have the train cut across the path at some point. Oh no, I won't have to. It's the other side of the path. No, it's going to come up this way with the path, and it's going to come around here and then up. And I've got this idea of like the open plains area being over here, and I want there to be a small corner where I can cut round with the train, and then we'll kind of bring it up and around, and have a station sort of up here, because I think having the train will give us the ability to move the people around a bit more, so that people actually go up here, and because it's relatively close to the entrance as well. Like the old entrance there, the train's going to be here, so that's not actually that far for the guests to go to get to the train. And really, if they come in here and they walk straight towards it, it's pretty close as well. So I think this is the best place for the train. I think it'll work all right. I'm gonna colour this. I'm gonna colour this brown. Now I don't want you to panic and think that's the colour it's going to be, but this is going to be underneath the train, so I just want it to be a different colour to this piece, just because of what it's going to service basically. And you know what, we can put this in, and I'm going to do it flat on these pieces. I know everywhere else is angled, but I'm going to do it flat for this, because it's either side of the train, and just want it to work a particular way, the train. I would play around with the train in the blank map before making any other hard part. Yeah, I can imagine, Lexi. That's why I've got like an idea in mind, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with it. I know what I'd like the train to do, but what I want it to do and what it actually does are two very different things. So yeah, that's where the train's going, in there. I'm just hoping it fits and it's fine and it works and there's no clipping. I'm making lots of weird little save files, but they'll all make sense on Sunday, gang. But it's good to know though, Lexi, thanks for letting me know that the rides are like that. I've never done a ride, so it'll be interesting in itself, you know. Like with the ride, just out of curiosity. See, like, I wish I could do the track first. Yeah? I wish I could do the track first. Personally. Because I'm going to have to put in and out. So this station's actually going to end up, you know, back here. It might not even end up where we think it's gonna. But to bring that track into there is going to be quite difficult, because I've obviously got to put the queue line. So yeah, it's going to be quite hard actually to achieve it, but if any team of people can achieve it, we can. I do strongly believe that. But yeah, I wish I could just do the track on its own. Oh right, really? Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. Like 36-degree angle. Right. Because that's going to be tight, isn't it? That is going to be tight. That, to be fair, that can go back a bit if it has to. And then it will go straight. It will go straight over. Right. But that's the thing, I want this piece of track straight. Oh, you can turn the supports off. That's good to know. Yeah, I'll have a play around with that. I'm not gonna do that today. I'll have a play about with that off camera. I know this is wide enough. That's all I needed to know, and I can tell based on what I just see. So I know this is wide enough, and that's the main thing. So yeah, where did I get up to? I've completely thrown myself now. So yeah, I was putting those pieces in, weren't I? So do I want to go with the same width the other side? Probably, you know. Probs. Definitely want to replicate this. Right. Let's just go straight over. Like so. So we want that there. Like that. That's where we want that to be. There. But on this side instead we're going to do planters. It was a thing on Planet Coaster, okay. It's funny, I've been mentioning for a while that I wanted to do a Planet Coaster series, so I had a... Oh, what's going on here? So I had a little go on Planet Coaster the other day, and I don't know how to play that game anymore. Like, it's alien to me. Because it's been so long since I played it. Yeah, it was really weird. Oh, of course. I do that a lot. But yeah, because I just play this game all the time. I'll do this in a minute. And like, they've got their similarities, but they are very different games. That's okay. That's not spun the way it should, is it? Okay, right. I clearly need to use a different thing. It's not that angled. Right. That's straight, so that's the one we want. we go. I'll line all that up in a minute. I'll be able to line it up once I pull all this through. Yeah, I think a lot of the problem as well, Lex, is because I'm building it at a weird angle. I'm not actually building it on the world's axis. Usually I build everything on the world's axis because it makes it easier. But because of the weird angle of the path, I've had to build it at a strange angle. Not ideal. It's my fault, really, for building it so strange. Right. That's where it's gonna go. Right about there, like that. Nice. As you can see, not as much clearance this side. Really, the road should have come along here at an angle as well, but I think we can get around it. I think it'll be fine. It's just got to make sure those what's names going all right. It'll be fine that side, but it's just the other side I'm a bit worried. But path's going to come along here, not on the other side, so it's not a problem. We're getting somewhere though. Definitely getting somewhere, aren't we? Which is good to be able to say. Do this side a little bit different to the other side because we're going to do planters, so we're going to put a planter in there. So yeah, we'll just do this side a little bit different. And then we'll go one more. Nice. What did you have, Fanaral, by the way? Did I ask? I know you said you were doing the peppers, but I don't know if I asked. What did you have? Fried rice. Nice. Nice. I'm not sure what I've got this evening. Not sure. Yeah, it's getting there. It's definitely getting somewhere, Fanerol, for sure. It's going to be hidden nicely. Chicken stuffed with leek, cream cheese and mushroom. There you go. That's what I've got for dinner. That actually sounds nice. Sounds wonderful. But yeah, it is getting somewhere. I'm liking it. I think the next thing I really need to concentrate on is probably the supports. Is these bits down here. See, I'm a bit worried about that because of the train track, but as long as it doesn't pass through that, yeah, we're fine. Yeah, it's alright, Kate, don't worry about it. A sleepy little monster. See, the world, that's actually the world map. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the Aris. Ooh, that is close to the road, that side. But we've got away with it. We've got away with it. There's a little bit of clearance, which is what I'm happy about. I'm just hoping we're not going to have the same problem on the other side because of the pavement. Now, technically I should be able to use some bigger pieces now. Is it that one? That grey? Is that the same grey or is that lighter? That's the one. Just so much plaster. So much plaster down here. But I want to disguise some of it. It does change the direction gizmo, but it doesn't matter when we're rotating. Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? It's because it's that angle. And I've had this before. It's that angle because if I was building it here straight, I wouldn't have the problems. But I've had to build the bridge here because the path is such a unique angle. I know why it's doing it. It just takes some getting used to. So how many times did I rotate that? Did I literally just rotate that piece? I think I've just rotated that round, haven't I? No, I used the other one. See? This is where it gets confusing. And that's definitely got more of an angle than that, so I reckon it's that one there. Yep, that's what I've got to avoid. Because the weird angles that I've used, that's all it is. How can I get around this? Could just use smaller pieces maybe? Like that. It's only so we don't have the bits at the top poking through the train track. It's the only reason I'm trying to do it like this. I'm sure it'll be fine when I check. Are they going to poke through? I don't think they are. I think they're going to be hidden, both sides, by doing it this way. Yeah, nice. Yeah, got around that problem. Got around that problem. And they're going to look like pretty crazy under here, but I quite like it. I don't mind that piece there. In the middle, the way it meets. Because if I can do the little design over the top that I want to do anyway, it won't matter. want to do is just take that piece there, because that's going to go the other side, isn't it? So let's just take that, rotate it all the way we need to, and then put that in place. Nice. I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah, it is right. Unless there's another way I can do this. Think about doing it this way. So then that's straight, but then you're not going to get that nice angle. So yeah, I think we'll just do it the way we did it. This side, the other side, it will be fine. Don't really need to use a piece that big. There we go. It might look like I'm using more pieces than I need to, but it's probably the easiest way to do this, to be honest. Right, that's one side done. So that's that. So if you can appreciate, that's kind of like the idea we've come up with. That's a nice, like, you won't see this anyway, but I quite like the angles. I like the shapes. So that's one side. We're not going to have much of a service hatch that side anyway, so, but I think I might still put some flooring over there. So let's just rinse repeat the flooring just in this section more than anything. Bring it up to there, and then if we spin that round. If my talking out loud is annoying, I do apologise. I know some people don't really like that, but just helps the full process sometimes. And what I might do is put like a door there, and we could just have like, we could just pretend there's like some storage in there, maybe. I know trucks and stuff wouldn't stop on on this hill, but you know, a little like one of the little service buggies or something might come down and just be able to pull in here, and there could be like some stuff in there. I don't know. I'm sure zoos would make the most of the space if they could. Right, these steps. Let's try to finish these steps off, shall we? Don't know if we're going to be able to continue that design, because I'm not sure I'm going to get it to the bottom otherwise. So The worrying thing, Fanner, is I sit here doing this when I'm not streaming. I just sit here rambling away to myself. Am I going to get this to the bottom? Well, that is the question. Yeah, there is that, I guess. First sign of madness as well, though, isn't it? Talking to yourself, apparently. But then I'm sure you all know I'm mad as a box of frogs anyway. I wish I could pick a few of these layers and replicate at the same time, but you can't because of the piece that it is. It's really annoying. So like it probably needs to get to about there, I would imagine. Yeah, it's going to be tough. And this is one of those things where I can't really be too OCD because it is really just guessing. I would have liked another little thing there, but I won't get the steps down, I don't think. Unless we just go with a bit of a smaller one. Don't know. Let's just get the steps to the bottom and then we can work all that out. Yeah, I would agree a lot with that, Lexi. There was someone I was chatting to recently who's he's a YouTuber. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. He was recommended to me by Eben. Eben, I think it was like Eben had hit like 2,000 subscribers. And then it was myself and this other YouTuber. He said he'd love to see us hit 2K this year, which I thought was really, really sweet of Eben, first and foremost. But secondly, it opened my eyes to this new YouTuber basically who I'd never seen before doing Planet Zoo, and they made a comment about a piece, and I said to them like, oh, it'd be nice if it was recolorable. And they made a comment about like what would be really nice if we just got a new pieces DLC. So don't worry about animals or anything like that, but we just got like a DLC or even a free update where it made all the pieces that we've got like available now with FlexiColor, and some of the pieces to be available like you say, with the ability to place them a bit better. And I thought it was a fantastic idea because there's so many pieces that I like using a lot. But because of the nature of the way the piece works, I don't use them as much as I probably would. And like case in point is the concrete. So yeah, I've done that a bit different to how I was going to originally, but I think it'll work out. I think it looks quite good actually. That is a very high, harsh wall there though. You would not want to fall down them stairs. Yeah, yeah. I think if you're paying good money, then yeah, I would agree as well, Lexi, that a zoo game does probably need new animals every DLC, but it'd just be good if the pieces that we've got were like recolorable, because we've got some lovely bits in the game, not just recolorable, but like have the ability to use them a different way as well, because there are some lovely bits in the game, but a lot of them I avoid because their versatility isn't very good, so I tend to like completely avoid them. Like the concrete, for instance, I avoid it a lot because it's just not versatile. Right, okay, so there's the steps. I love the way the steps get narrower as they come down as well, because of the way the wall's shaped. Didn't think about that when I was putting them in, but you know what, it don't look that bad, it looks alright. And then we'll put like a little railing at the bottom, and then it'll be like this empty space. We'll have to put lights and everything on this. We'll definitely have to do that. Right, so that's that bit done. I'm going to cover that up, that bit there. I think I might do that now. Get that covered up. Right, we want that there, because that little lip at the bottom I quite like. That little lip there, I think that's quite nice. Like, I still think that Planet Zoo has got a lot of legs, and it's got a lot to offer as well. I just wish Frontier would get a few things, sorted out, ironed out. Because I just feel like the Planko community were really excited about this game for obvious reasons, but they gave up on this one quicker. And I think it's just because Frontier, unfortunately, has not been as transparent with this game as they were Planko. Boom. Nice. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there, Brim. We are getting there, mate. It's quite the structure. I'm gonna be honest. When when I'm looking at it close up, I'm thinking, oh yeah, it's looking really nice, and then you zoom out, and it's quite the structure. But I think it's gonna be disguised quite nicely. It'll work its way into the landscape. I have no worries about that. The train station's gonna be here for a start. Like, in all honesty, see this piece here? It might get moved, like over here, just to open up a bit for the train station. Not sure. Would you like to know? There you go. 221 so far. I actually think that's all right. I've been very frugal. with the amount I've used. Still got to do that side there to match that side. Still got to do all over here though, so still plenty to do. Still plenty to do. Do I do steps the other side the same? Oh, I would happily do it, but I would have to highlight all of that and save it as a blueprint because I ain't doing that again. That piece there, just want to put that across like that. That's nice. See what I've done there. I think I'm going to do that on this side as well, but I might not come as far forward. I might finish it off like there, or potentially, yeah, I might do that. Nah, I've tried to be good. I've tried to be good with the amount of pieces I've used. I'm trying to be a bit more clever, by the way, with the pieces I use. I wanted to show that screen. That's always good to know. We're getting there. I love it when kids are into it, man. I just love it when kids are into gaming and stuff. I really do. My whole thing when I started this channel was that I wanted to be... I wanted like kids and stuff to be able to watch the content. I've been a lot more like conscious of the language I use and everything, because I want the kids to be able to enjoy the builds as well. Hello, Leanne. How are you? Family are good. I'm good. Hope you're all right. Hope your family's good. But yeah, I'm all right, thank you. Always appreciated when people pop in just to say hello. Right, that goes there. Man, them stairs are something else, aren't they? So Leanne, obviously you've missed the majority of the stream. All will be covered on Sunday, but basically what I've decided to do, just so that I can continue on with Jamii with the problems, is I've opened up a little bit of Africa and I've opened up the spot for the animal hospital. And so at the moment I'm working on the bridge that's going to go over the service road, trying to disguise it, but we're going to be putting the train. Train's going to go through here as well, so there's going to be quite a lot of activity over here actually. I think it's going to look quite cool, but I'm just building the foundations for the bridge at the minute and trying to get all the road network looking nice. Basically that's what I'm doing, and yeah, it's coming along all right actually. Quite like it. No need to apologise. Never have to apologise for missing a stream or anything like that. I will be uploading this to YouTube, today's stream, so people can watch it back if they so wish. But yeah, Sunday is going to be mega. It's going to be such a good episode. Did I rotate? Oh, wrong way. I did rotate this once, didn't I? Like that. On the other side. Probably should have done that when I did that other side. But yeah, we've got big plans for Jamii. Now that I've got it working, you know, as much as I've started the other projects, they're going to be quite slow burns. The other projects that I've started, Jamii will always come first. Right, let's do what we did this side. My Yukon Bay journey's gone up in flames because I can't find enough source material, and it's highly annoying. Because I need source material of the viewing networks that are underground, and I can't find any. I can't find the stuff I need. So that's not happening at the minute, which is a bit rubbish. This side seems easier. Just me, or does everyone think that? This side's going together a lot easier. Right, and I think that's the last piece. Boom, lovely job. Alright, let's just check. Oh, let's just check. Yep, that's nice. Let's check the other side. Nice. Beautiful, beautiful work. Oh, wow. What have we got? 10 minutes to go, I think. But yeah, you can kind of see. You can see the tunnel. You can see the majority of the details, how it's coming together. Sunday this will be finished, I will promise you that. And yeah, Sunday I think this will be done. Sunday I'll do some more updates and stuff, and you know, I'll do a big explanation as to why I've opened up the areas and stuff like that. But I might get the train station built and all for Sunday. You know, that's what I'm going to try and do. It won't be a working station for a while, but I think if we get it built, that'll be good. That hole and that hole, I quite like. If I do that side, and we could maybe do some lights, maybe. Don't know. Whoops. That and that I'm going to separate from this group. Make that its own group. Go to nature. And I haven't forgotten, Lexi, if you're still here, I am going to put like a fence along the back. Could probably go higher with that. Bring that up a little bit. Nice. Get rid of all that grass. Yeah, it's getting there. It is definitely getting there. I'm gonna try and disguise. I'm gonna try and disguise it a little bit. I'm gonna have a play around with some pieces and see if we can disguise it a little. It's not harsh. It's not awful or ugly. And once you start putting trees and stuff in here, like I'm gonna leave that bit there open there, and I'm gonna put trees in it. We're obviously gonna put up like a fence at the back there anyway, for safety reasons, and it'll go along there and all. And then the staff fence will have to be continued anyway. So yeah, we'll disguise the majority of it. Right, let's get this in. Let's get this piece in. Working today. Working. I've just seen something that could be an issue. Those steps might have to be that side over here because of the angle that this goes at, unless I change the angle and we just come back on ourselves. Because if I carry that straight on, look where that's going to go. So we could... That we just pull it forward. So they're not in line, but you know. But I quite like the fact they're off centre, to be honest. I do quite like that, the way it is, the way I've done it. So that line there and then that line there. Nice. Trees, everything. Yeah, they honestly, the planting in this game is top notch, and it's amazing how it can bring an area to life. Like, even something as little as like the Reptarium, for instance, when I redid it and I did this tree with the seating around it, this here now looks so much nicer than it used to look. This was a good shout, whoever threw that idea out there. That was a really good shout, by the way. I'm going to put that in. Yeah, to be fair, Bryn. That is very true. Thing is, I am one of the moaners. I do moan a lot about the certain bits of the game. And I probably shouldn't, you know. But can't help it. When you know why I moan as well, by the way? I don't moan for no reason. Oh, I moan because I'm a big fan of the game. That's why I moan. And I just want the game to be right. I just want it to work and I want it to be right, you know. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think a lot of people see the potential in the game, and a lot of the bits and bobs in it, and yeah, they're annoyed because it's not working the way they might like, or the way they think the game should. More than anything, I think the game should definitely work a bit better than it does. You know, like we discussed earlier, Lexi, every time they update the game, something goes wrong with it. And that's an issue for me. All lined up. Right, I think I'm going to have to leave it there, guys. But we got a lot done. Like, a lot done. Considering how bad I am at the terrain, I don't think this has turned out terrible. I know at the minute it probably looks a bit invasive. Because if the guests were walking up here, for instance, and they looked over here, they're going to see a load of stuff they wouldn't see. But obviously that's all going to get hidden. All this is going to get hidden. I think we've done quite a good job. I really like it. Lexi, you come through with that idea as well, because it's inspired the shape of the bridge. So you've come through big time there. But yeah, I think it's going to look really good. And, you know, we can get bigger vehicles down here. That was the big thing. I wanted to make sure that larger vehicles could go down rather than just the small stuff. They can. But yeah, it's really, really coming along. I need to work on road markings, by the way, for the backstage roads. Something I do need to do. But yeah, basically what I'm going to try to do, if I can, I'm going to try my hardest to do it. First and foremost, I'm going to save the game while I'm saying my goodbyes. Yeah, what I'm going to do is between now and Sunday, I'll come up with a plan to explain everything going forward, why we've unlocked the zones. I'll move the game forward because we need to do that. I need to move the game 20 in-game years forward. That'll give us some money because obviously I'll open the gates to the zoo while I do that and then empty it out again. I'll explain all the stuff, and what I'll try to do is I'll try to get this bridge finished, try to get the backstage all done, try to get all the walls and whatever in, and I might try to build the train station or the little hub that we're going to put in place for the train, just so I can get the tracks along that bridge and then end it, just so I know where I'm putting stuff, just so I know where I'm putting staff access gates and all that sort of stuff. And what direction it's going to go in. But I'm trying to do that for Sunday. So Sunday won't be one of those episodes where you're going to see, you know, a new animal or anything. But I think infrastructure-wise, backstage, if you're into that sort of stuff, that's what you'll see. But yeah, I've had fun. I've had a lot of fun today. That was a really good stream. My friends, I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you all on the channel, whether it be for Planet Zoo or another upload. I'll see you all really soon. Stay safe, my friends. Please, please, please stay safe. Thank you for joining me. And I will see you on the next one. The next stream will be next week, but obviously Sunday there's an episode to look forward to. Until then, though, my friends, I wish you all a very lovely evening, and I'll see you all real soon.